O you mothers of beautiful brides, take it. It is no mere virgin stain, but the union of life and the seeds of passage. My vital flow, the last from this flesh, is intermingled with the promise of future life. All is prepared. Listen! Yes, it is nearly time. The king's dog has been killed. The king's favorite horse is about to follow his master. My brother chiefs know their task and perform it well. Our marriage is not yet wholly fulfilled. When earth and passage wed, the consummation is complete only when there are grains of earth on the eyelids of passage. Stay by me till then. My faithful drummers, do me your last service. This is where I have chosen to do my leave-taking, in this heart of life. This hive which contains the swarm of the world in its small compass. This is where I have known love and laughter away from this palace. Even the richest food cloys when eaten days on end. In the market, nothing ever cloys. Listen. They have begun to seek out the heart of the king's favorite horse. Soon it will ride in its bolt of raffia with the dog at its feet. Together, they will ride on the shoulders of the king's groom through the pulse centers of the town. They know it is here. I shall await them. I have told them. It promises well. Just then I felt my spirit's eagerness. The kite makes for wide spaces, and the wind creeps up behind its tail. Can the kite say less then? Thank you. The quicker the better. But wait a while, my spirit! Wait! Wait. Wait for the coming of the courier of the king. Do you know, friends, the horse is born to this one destiny, to bear the burden that is man upon its back. Except for this night. The night alone when the spotless stallion will ride in triumph on the back of man. In the time of my father, I witnessed the strange sight. Perhaps tonight, also, I shall see it for the last time. If they arrive before the drums beat for me, I shall tell them to let the elephant know I follow swiftly. If they come after the drums have sounded, why then, all is well, for I have gone ahead. Our spirits shall fall in step along the great passage. The moon has fed. A glow from its full stomach fills the sky and air. But I cannot tell where is that gateway through which I must pass. My faithful friends, let our feet touch together this last time. Lead me into the other market with sounds that cover my skin with down, yet make my limbs strike earth like a thoroughbred. Dear mothers, let me dance into the passage even as I have lived under your roofs.
Alice and can you hear my voice?
Faintly, my friend, faintly.
Alice and can you hear my call?
Faintly, my king, faintly.
Is your memory sound, Allison? Shall my voice be a blade of grass and tickle the armpit of the past?
My memory needs no prodding. But what do you wish me to say?
Only what has been spoken. Only what concerns the dying wish of the father of all.
It is buried like the seed yam in my mind. This is the season of quick rains. The harvest is the moment due for gathering.
If you cannot come, I said, swear you'll tell my favorite horse. I shall ride on through the gates alone.
Ellison's message will be read only when his loyal heart no longer beats.
If you cannot come, Ellison, tell my dog. I cannot stay the keeper too long at the gate.
A dog does not outrun the hand that feeds it meat. A horse that throws its rider slows down to a stop. Ellison Alafin trusts no beast with no messages between a king and his companion.
If you get lost, my dog will track the hidden path to me.
The seven-way crossroads confuses only the stranger. The horseman of the king was born in the recesses of his house.
I know the wickedness of men. If there is weight on the loose end of your sash, such weight as no mirror can shift, if your sash is earthed by evil minds who mean to part us at the last.
My sash is the deep purple of Alari. It is no tethering rope. The elephant trails no tethering rope. That king is not yet crowned who will peg an elephant. Not even you, my friend and king.
And yet this fear will not depart from me. The darkness of this new abode is deep. Will your human eyes suffice?
In a night which falls before our eyes, however deep, we do not miss our way.
Shall I know, not acknowledge, I have stood where wonders meet their end? The elephant deserves better than we can say. I have caught a glimpse of something. If we see the tamer of the forest, let us say plainly, we have seen an elephant.
I have freed myself of earth, and now it's getting dark. Strange voices guide my feet.
The river is never so high that the eyes of a fish are covered. The night is not so dark that the albino fails to find his way. A child returning homewards craves no leading by the hand. Gracefully does the master gain his group at the end of the day. Gracefully does this mass dance, homeward at the end of the day. Gracefully.
Markets that kills the trader, and death of indecision takes the idol away. The trade of the cutlass blunts its edge, and the beautiful die the death of beauty. It takes an Ellison to die the death of death. Only Ellison dies the unknowable death of death. Gracefully, gracefully does the horseman regain the stables at the end of day. Gracefully.
How shall I tell what my eyes have seen? The horseman gallops before the courier. How shall I tell what my eyes have seen? He says a dog may be confused, but now sense of being he never dreamed of. So he must precede the dog to heaven. He says a horse may stumble on strange boulders, then be land. So he races on before the horse to heaven. It is best, he says, to trust no messenger who may have faltered to the outer gate. Oh, how shall I tell my ears have heard? But do you hear me still, Ellison? Do you hear your faithful one? Ellison Alafin, I no longer sense your flesh. The drums are changing now, but you have gone far ahead of the other world. It is not yet noon in heaven. Let those who claim it begin their journey home. So why must you rush like an impatient bride? Why do you race to your desert, your Allahun Io? Does the deep voice of Gubidu cover you then, like the passage of royal elephants? Those drums that brook no rivals, have they blocked the passage to your ears that my voice passes into wind? And a mere leaf floating in the night? Is your flesh lightened, Ellison? Is that lump of earth I slid between your slippers to keep you longer, slowly sifting from your feet? Are the drums on the other side now turning skin to skin with ours in Asungbo? Are there sounds there I cannot hear? Do footsteps surround you, which pound the earth like Kubedu, roll the thunder round the dome of the world? Is the darkness gathering in your head, Ellison? Is there now a streak of light at the end of the passage, a light I dare not look upon? Does it reveal whose voices we often heard, whose touches we often felt, whose wisdoms come suddenly into the mind when the wisest has shaken their heads and murmured, "It cannot be done"? Ellison Alafin, don't think I don't know why your lips are heavy, why your limbs are drowsy, so palm oil in the cold of Harmattan. I would call you back, but when the elephant heads for the jungle, The tail is too small, a handful for the hunter that would pull him back. The sun that heeds for the sea no longer heeds the prayers of the farmer. When the river begins to taste the salt of the ocean, we no longer know what deity to call on. The river god of Okolom, no arrow flies back to the string. The child does not return through the same passage that gave it birth. Ellison Oba, can you hear me at all? Your eyelids are glazed like a courtesan's. Is it that you see the dark groom and master of life? And will you see my father? Will you tell him that I stayed with you to the last? Will my voice ring in your ears a while? Will you remember Alohu Io, even if the music on the other side surpasses his mortal craft? But will they know you over there? Have they eyes to gauge your worth? Have they the heart to love you? Will they know what thoroughbred prances towards them in comparison of honor? If they do not, Ellison, if any there cuts your yam with a small knife, pours your wine in a small calabash, turn back and return the welcoming hands. If the world were not greater than the wishes of Oluio, I would not let you go.